Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for September 2022. I do want to start this reading by letting everyone know that this reading is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. Also, keep in mind that a monthly reading is a little bit predictive in nature. So if it's not, these events are not happening for you now, check back because they could be occurring in the next few weeks. Let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, can I have the energy of Gemini? Okay, so Gemini, you are starting out with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's see what's crossing you. So there could be some financial losses here. Crossing you, you have the Nine of Cups. Okay. You may be ending something as well, moving towards something that is more something you're more inclined towards. Let's see what happened in the past that may be affecting this. The Devil, sign of Capricorn. We have earth signs here too. Well, Capricorn is an earth sign, so Capricorn is actually very strong here. Some of you guys might be involved with a Capricorn. There's also Virgo and Taurus. But there was something here in the past that was a little bit toxic. Now, while this is happening is the King of Wands in the reverse. You may have just lost your desire for something or maybe not taking action. In your thoughts is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Thinking of possibly ending something or an ending that has occurred. What you don't see coming. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So that's a lot of healing and communication. Let's see how you're showing up. The High Priestess in reverse. And the energy coming towards you is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So you may be having some difficulty trusting your intuition right now, Gemini. I do feel like the energy coming towards you is somebody that's not very happy currently. And it would have to do with love or a relationship. Spirit's advice is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Stay out of arguments. Possibly that somebody here is not speaking the truth. We'll have to clarify. Let's see your outcome at the end of the month. King of Cups. Okay, water sign energy. That would be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But it does show that there's a lot of love here. You could be meeting someone new, or it could just be that love is re-entering or entering your life. Okay? All right, so bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is underlying energy. And what it's telling me is that there are some things here that you probably don't know, things that you're unaware of. It's also telling me that there's some things that are not being said, or possibly some things that are not being communicated truthfully. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse? Now, this is a loss of stability, and it's right at the center of your reading. And what it's showing me here is that you may have had a loss of finances. It could also be, if it's with regard to a relationship, there could have been an ending here in a relationship. I do see that there's going to be healing and balance that's going to come into this. Anything that you're confused about, so for some of you, it'll be about finances. For others, it's about relationship. Either way, I do see healing coming in. I see things balancing out, and I feel like you're going to be guided towards that balancing. You're going to be guided towards the direction you need to go, because there's been a bit of confusion, and the guidance that you're going to receive is going to clear that up. Now, the problem is that right now you're having a hard time listening to your intuition and to your guidance. So that's something you're gonna have to look at. And we're seeing that again here. So I can see that you're trying to move towards what it is that makes you feel happy and fulfilled, whether it be with work or with a relationship. I can also see that a lot of you guys are spending time in meditation, trying to understand what that is. But we see the High Priestess again in the reverse. And so Gemini, I feel like when it comes to making a decision here about what it is that you really want, I feel like you're having a really hard time trusting your own intuition. I do feel that you are being led, but you're going to have to open yourself up to trusting that intuition. Now, let's look in the past, because we have the Devil there, and that tells me that there was something that was toxic in the past that contributed to this. Why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil here? The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Fire sign energy. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, so for some of you, you were holding on to somebody who was not moving in your direction. They weren't taking action. Yeah, some of you were holding on to this person who may have talked a good game, but they didn't actually do what they said they were going to do. And I believe that you were holding on to it, or to this person. Others of you, you may have been holding on to your money very tightly and not really taking enough risk, not taking action. You were just holding on to it. And there was this belief that if you just, if you held on to it, and for some of you actually hid the money, because I see secrets here. And if you held on to it, if you hid it, that it would in some way protect you. But this is toxic thinking. Yeah, it's very toxic thinking. Some of you are holding on to behaviors that are toxic. And some of you are not taking action towards what you know would be beneficial. So there's some toxic behaviors in your past, Gemini, that's contributing to the losses that you're having, whether it be with relationship or with finances. And so you're being guided with regard to this, how to balance this out, how to heal this. The confusion is lifting, but it's going to require you to listen to your intuition, as well as getting quiet and taking some time in meditation. Now, all of this is happening because we have the King of Wands in the reverse. It's clarified with the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. King of Cups is in your outcome. So someone that you love or that loves you is going to be coming forward, and they're going to be speaking truth to you, if they haven't already. And it's going to be with regard to lack of action. I'm seeing this lack of action twice. It could be about lack of action, or it could be about something that you have shown a lack of interest in. For some of you, it may be business related. For others of you, it's just with regard to a person that you deeply care about. Could even be the person talking to you. This person is going to speak truth to you. They've watched you over a period of time, and they're going to come forward. They're going to tell you something. This person may have been keeping quiet. They may have not been telling you what they wanted to say. They may have felt that they could not speak to you. But I do see that someone's going to be speaking truth. It could cause an argument. And remember, Spirit's advice is don't argue with this person. You know, hear them out. Listen to what they have to say, because they're speaking in a truthful manner. For some of you, it may be you that's speaking to someone else about a lack of action or a lack of initiative within their job or within their finances or work. Let's see why the Ace of Cups is in reverse in your thoughts. Because that's a fear of an ending, or you're thinking about an ending that occurred in the past. Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So it's absolutely that. Some of you may fear that there's going to be an ending with this person. So if you're the one that's speaking this truth, you may fear that it's going to bring about a painful ending if you speak the truth. So, but you have to speak the truth, Gemini. For others of you, you're looking back at a situation that ended, a love situation where there was something toxic. You were holding on to this connection. Even though this person may not have been doing what they said they would do, you were still holding on to this connection. This may have been somebody that you wanted to heal the relationship with. You would have chosen no other, but the relationship ended, and it ended painfully. I do feel that for those of you that are in this situation, I feel like you are going to get some truth and clarity about what happened, why this ended, and, you know, it was very painful for you, but I think you're going to get some clarity from this person or about this person. But I see two different timelines there. Now let's look at what's coming in September. I do see healing. I see a lot of healing taking place, and I see you coming out of that healing. So I have to believe that you are likely in that healing stage currently, Gemini. Now remember, this energy is what's on your mind, so some of you may be wanting clarity about why things ended in a painful manner. Let's go one more time. The energy in September is coming slowly, so be aware of that things may move a bit slowly in September. All right. So we're starting out with the Tower. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have the Nine of Coins. We have the World. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay. So I am seeing healing. A lot of healing is going to take place in the month of September, and it's going to lead to communication. So you're likely already in that healing, because right at the center is the loss and the confusion already being cleared up, along with healing and balancing. So I do feel that you're already in that process, Gemini. There's going to be communication, and we see that here as the why of this reading. The communication itself may cause a bit of a tower moment, because it may open up some old wounds. Things that are painful, things that you thought you had put behind you or you wanted to put behind you, things that you're holding on to, but they're still there. And I feel like this communication is going to open up some old wounds. I do think that with regard to your money, it's going to improve. I see that occurring about mid-month, mid-September. So if you've had a loss of money by mid-September, that's going to improve. And there is a cycle here that is closing out. This is a cycle where you may have been blocked. It's a cycle of being blocked, having a lot of problems. So it could have been with money, could have been with relationship. And by the end of the month, I'm seeing that things are going to be a lot more optimistic. Towards the end of the month, you're going to be forced to deal with the issues that led you to being blocked, and you're going to have to confront these problems. It's a culmination, it's a closing out of these problems that are keeping you blocked, things that you may have been holding on to for a long time. But I do see you resolving them and turning away from the negative thinking, moving more towards something that's a lot more positive. Initially, it's going to feel painful, though. Initially, you're going to be looking at whoever's speaking this truth, you're going to be looking at them like you just want to kill them, because these are things you wanted to put behind you. You thought perhaps that you had, and I feel like in your mind, you have put these problems behind you. You are strong, you're independent, you are doing well. You know, you've made yourself this emperor or empress. Your energy is one where you're strong and independent and you don't need anyone else. But that's not completely the whole story. That is part of the story, and you have done very well, Gemini, but there's still some problems that are not resolved that are causing blockages. And I do see you working through those, but resolving them and coming out far more optimistic by the end of the month. It's going to give you a change in perspective. And it's also going to be very healing for you. Let's look at, now this could be about money, or it could be about relationship. It could be about both. You have to realize that whatever is going on within you is manifesting in your world, but it originates within you. So when you resolve these blockages within you, they also begin to resolve in your outside world too, because they're manifested with regard to money, relationships, etc. All right, let's see how you're showing up. We have the High Priestess in reverse, and this tells me that you are having some difficulty, trusting your own intuition here. And I see this twice. I see it as the causative factor for the loss as well. It's a karmic thing for you. There's a karmic lesson here. All right, we have Justice reversed. We have the Six of Coins reversed and the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, it's caused an injustice for you. Not trusting yourself is what's causing the imbalance. It's causing imbalance. It's causing the scales of justice to work against you, not for you. It's an injustice. There's losses. There's a great imbalance. And it's also caused endings for you in love. It's put you in a position where you may not be on the same page with someone else. It may be that there's arguments that have been caused because of this. Either you may be breadcrumbing someone, or you may be breadcrumbed by this other person. But I'm seeing that it's causing injustices either towards you or for you to bring injustices towards other people. And it's originating from you not trusting your own self. Let's see why the Two of Cups is in reverse. Because we have that, well, that's the Ten of Cups. I'm sorry, my bad. Okay. All right. The energy that's coming towards you is very combative. So be aware of that. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. It's clarified with the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Moon. Sign of Cancer. But here's the thing. I don't really care for this person's energy. They seem very defensive. They may be a bit confused, but they have they could just be depressed as well. I see them being very defensive, very combative. I see this person basically, they're unhappy, and they are creating conflicts. They're bringing conflicts with them. So this person is not, and they don't like to apologize. They don't like to back down. This is somebody who might have secrets too. They might keep secrets, and if they do, and you call them out on it, they might get very defensive about that. Yeah, this is somebody that could even put you in third-party situations, but they don't really want to... They don't want to take responsibility. The energy coming towards you, though, is difficult. But remember, you have these problems that are going to pop up towards the end of the month. Some of you there's an ending that has happened here. You're going to get the truth about this ending. You've been single for a while, and you're healing from this. It caused a Tower moment when you had this loss. You're healing. You're getting clear about what it is that you want, and you're making decisions, even though you're having a hard time, trusting yourself with these decisions. And you may have this person coming back in. This person that things ended with. But for you, I feel that you've closed this door. So for those of you that, because we're fixing to hit a Mercury retrograde, and you may see people coming back. That's notorious time for people to show up. If that happens, I feel like you'll block this person, because you see them as being a problem. You see them as being somebody that brings trouble with them. And they are. This energy that's approaching you is bringing trouble with them. They're bringing conflict, defensiveness, secrets. And so in order to preserve your happiness and all the healing that you've done, I feel like you're going to block them. Let's look at Spirit's advice. right, we have the Star. We have the Page of Wands reversed. And we have the Five of Cups. I'm seeing again that healing. We do have the sign of Aquarius, but yeah, Spirit's advice is to don't engage, don't argue with someone because it's going to affect your healing. You know, just keep quiet and send them on their way. Keep quiet and accept the, if you want to preserve your healing, you have to keep quiet and send them on their way. This person's not coming in with the truth either. They're keeping secrets. So whoever this is that's coming in and approaching you, you may be telling them the truth here, or they may be coming in and they may be trying to say that they're going to tell you the truth, and it's going to hit a nerve for you because it's about this ending. That you want this conversation, you want closure, you want clarity, but I don't know that they're telling you the truth. They may not be. They definitely have secrets, and they're bringing conflict with them. This would be somebody, this would be the person that things ended with. And you've done a lot of healing here, Gemini. This would be somebody toxic and they have not changed. With regard to finances and money, for those of you that this is involved, there's somebody that's not telling you the truth if it's about money. They may be, this person may be selling you hope. They're selling you hopium, basically, but they're not telling you the truth. And the lie is in what they're not telling you, and it's going to cause you a financial loss. So there's something that they're not telling you, and that's what's going to be the problem. That's if it's about money. Okay, let's look at the King of Cups. This is in your outcome. All right, we have the Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. So, if it's about love, it's the return of somebody that you once loved very much, or perhaps you still do. And even if this person does have strong emotions for you, and they may, they're bringing a lot of negative emotions with them. I feel like you're going to follow Spirit's advice. I feel like you're going to close out this cycle, and you're going, because you have this Four of Swords in the reverse twice, you're going to relate to this person that, hey, you're bringing a lot of chaos in with you, and that's not what is making me happy. I'm moving towards what's making me happy. And sometimes I may not know what that is, but it's not this chaos. It's not all this, you know, anxiety that you're bringing with you. It's not this unhappiness. You may be telling this person, look, you put me through a lot, and I've healed from this, or I'm healing from this. And if I want to protect my own healing, I have to walk away from this situation. This person has either kept an eye on you, or you've kept an eye on them. This is somebody that you do have emotions for, but I feel like you're going to put yourself first here. And this is a situation that you once were devastated by. You once felt extremely sad about this situation. But I think that you are recognizing the toxic pattern here. So it's really about recognizing the toxic patterns in your life that you're creating, and the toxic patterns in the other people that you are involved with. And then healing and moving away from those types of behaviors and patterns. The person who's coming in is bringing that toxicity back with them, and you're going to block them. You're blocking that toxic energy. You're blocking those problems, and you're going to feel better for it. If this is regarding money, it's going to cause you a little bit of concern. It is going to cause you a little bit of concern. There's going to be some worry because you've been keeping an eye on your money. You're trying to move towards something. It could be a job, or it could be a side job, or something that you really love doing. Something you've kept your eye on for a while that you're going to really enjoy doing, that you're going to love. That's what your goal is. And I do feel this person might be trying to sell you that hope, but there's something in it that they're not telling you that's going to cause you a loss. I do feel that there's going to be a little bit of anxiety about it, but it's through the communication. There's going to be communication that is going to give you the insight, and you're going to walk away from this by the end of the month. And I do feel that when you do walk away, you're going to feel better about the situation. So some of you may be experiencing both of these issues at the same time. Bottom of the deck, again, is that Ace of Cups in the reverse. So telling me that, because that's in your thoughts. So for some of you, the underlying energy here has to do with a connection, a love connection that's ending. For others of you, it's somebody selling you a hope, a dream about something that affects your money. And there's a fear in both cases of the ending. And, the truth of it. Is it truthful? Is it real? But this is what's underlying it. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now, in your thoughts, it's in the upright. So, underlying it all is a lack of clarity. You want the clarity. You want the clarity. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull a oracle card for you guys to round out your reading. Let's see. All right. So you guys have Moldavite. It says unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and to be different from others. Let's go ahead and take the other one too, because two came out. Let's take it both. The other one, I can't pronounce that. Apophyllite. You guys can correct me. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. It says increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. Well, both of those make complete sense. So a lot of you are trying to focus on your life purpose. You're finding that what is intriguing to you, what it is that you love, is not what's common to a lot of other people. You may be focusing on your heart chakra as well as the third eye opening. And we can see here that you're having difficulty trusting your intuition. But the way that you want to go about that is by opening up the crown chakra and allowing yourself to open that doorway, because it's going to bring the abundance that you're looking for as well as opportunities. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Gemini. I will be announcing the winner of last month's reading shortly, and we will begin a new giveaway. So if you are interested in a free tarot reading for yourself, all you need to do is to be a subscriber be sure to hit the thumbs up button and drop a comment. Until I see you in the weekly readings, namaste.